Okay? The rapid and systematic repetition of these simple steps will help you build a large, successful nationwide organization. Okay? First and foremost, okay, we don't want you to leave anyone off your list. We need to say don't prejudge people or eliminate them from your list for any reason because you think they're too busy or already a successful career is in their hands. Actually, you never know if someone will take advantage of the opportunity. So let them choose for themselves. Imagine how bad you will feel if you found out down the road that they were considering a career change or wanted to earn extra money and you didn't give them the chance to hear about e-power. Also, it's not just who you know that matters, but also who they know as well. The timing may not be right for the person you know, but they may know people who are interested. Some of our best leaders will be recruited from people who don't become a part of the business. Our immediate goal is to identify them. Find your top 30 prospects, then your top 100, and grow from there. That may sound like it's a lot, but remember, it's not just who you know, but it's who they know as well. You'll be surprised how quickly and very fast your list will grow as you build your business. Get referrals. Can you also use the social media right now? All of this will be covered later in this chapter. Now, it's very important how to invite to identify your top 30 prospect lists. Okay? The initial prospect list will have a minimum of 100 names to begin with and grow from there. And from those 100, we have to identify the top 30. Here are the 7 points that make up a highly qualified prospect. They must be 25 years old and above. They have children. They have good business background. They want more out of what they have right now. They should, if possible, they're married, a homeowner, and a good income or substantial savings. There will be exceptions as these guidelines, but in general, the more of these points a prospect has, the better for his or her a chance to become successful. Now we have this what you call the prospect list form. You can get this one, okay? You can download this one. These forms you can get from your ePower back office. As the leader, you should sit down with each new associate and his and her spouse and help them create their list. Not only will this exercise give you the most names, but it will also be a great opportunity to build a strong relationship with them as you get to know them better. As you have mentioned here, a husband and wife team is a good, powerful team with one goal, a family with one goal that they would like to achieve in life, and that will become a very strong leader. So these are the things that you can download. Then we have also the memory jogger sheet. You can also use the ePower memory jogger to help add as many names as possible to the list. Have your new associate go through each job of the memory jogger sheet and write down the first name that comes to their mind initially. Focus only on the names, and they can get the rest of the prospects information later. Just the names. If they forget about the last name, that is okay. It will come to them soon. So the more names, better chance. You'll be surprised as the result you will get from this exercise, as names will come to their mind that they have never considered before. This is a great way to everyone to make his or her initial prospect list. Go through the entire list to help them build a huge pool of prospect. And by doing such, you become closer to them because you're working hand in hand with them. Not you're not just telling them what to do, but you are part of their group that is going to be very huge. And for example, while we're using the memory jogger to help come up with as many names as possible, you can get their contact information later. Remember that? The purpose of this is just to get the names. Like, who do you know that wants to save money? Of course, that is who do you know that is on your holiday card list, who quit their job, who like to travel too much, who have children in the daycare. We can really help them. Who wants to make extra money? Friend on the Facebook or LinkedIn or even on the WhatsApp, knows everyone or is outgoing, works too many hours, has a long commute, and once you get to the office, it's so tired already. Whom do you know that is an entrepreneur and I want you to check on your cell phone, all right? And it's good at social media, is looking for a change, who wants to work at home. Look at this, look at these people that you can help. Then about your family and friends. You can start with your parents, aunts, uncles, bridesmaids. If you get married 3 times, you will have a lot of bridesmaids. Okay? All right. Your gym friends, your coworker, your delivery person, okay? Your cousins, your neighbors, right? Your boss, your partner, the receptionist, the landlord, everybody that talks to. I was once upon a time asked, they said, Uncle Barty, how come you talk to anybody? You can talk, you can open your mouth and talk. I just tell them, I'm not afraid of talking to somebody. As long as they know, and I know that they eat rice and food, I talk to them. But if they eating the silverwares, the spoon, the fork, I'll not talk to them. All right. So these are the people that you can talk to, your sister, your brothers, their friends also, your grandparents, your college friends, your high school friends, your work associates, everybody that is breathing out there, because whether you like it or not, how come they're working so hard? Because they have goals in life. If we can help them achieve their goals in life faster than what they're doing right now, multiplied 3 to 5 times of the time that they're going to get their goals, that their goals will become a reality, because we will be there helping them, teaching them. We have the right material for them. We have the right vehicle for them, faster vehicle for them to achieve their goals and dreams, and it will become a reality. Just imagine how fulfilling it is that will be for you. You can talk to anybody, IT persons, nieces, nephews, your maid of honor, your church friends, the secretary, anybody. Then you can also talk to us a special job or interest, that the accountant, the appraisers, everybody. Okay, it's just so funny. Okay, when you see burials, I say, okay, burials. Okay, that's good. All right, as long as they did not get buried, get buried. Okay, the child care, anybody. All right, on the restaurants, the owner, the waitress. You can tell them, are you satisfied with what you're earning right now? Honestly, as they most of them say, I'm working hard, 2 jobs, 3 jobs. Then tell them, would like to have another one that you'll be able to eliminate those jobs, because you're earning from what I can share to you will be more than enough for you to stop those working those odds job. I can help you with that. If you're interested, here's my phone number. Call me. I can talk to you. And that's an eye opener already for that. Okay, there's a lot of people that you can work to. And we always often says that if you are Filipino, or the letter K's in your life, the kaibigan, kamag-anak, kausap, ka kamadyong, ka-basketball, ka lahat na ka, letter K, all right? You can do that. People in social media, your teacher, everybody, then we can help them out. Okay, we can help them out. And I know you have a lot of people in your mind right now. Just like what I've said to them, don't prejudge them. As long as they're breathing, they have dreams that they would like to achieve in life. And that is where we're going to come in. Okay. Then you can also add to your list through warm market and social media prospecting. Social media is the most dynamic and exciting way to reconnect with people from your past. Have you noticed that? Okay. And it's also a great opportunity to meet new people to build your prospect list. There are many different popular social media sites: the Facebook, the Twitter, LinkedIn, okay, Instagram, a lot more like WhatsApp, okay. Some are more social in nature, while others are more business oriented. You should start by signing up to 2 or 3 socials. Try that. And remember, Facebook is the biggest and most popular. Now, once you have signed up, make sure you enter all your personal information, including education, employment history, and other personal information. This personal information is the key to those sites finding people that you have known in the past. Friends, suggestions will begin to appear, and you should start adding these friends to your friends list. Remember the one that you have downloaded from your back office? Start writing there their names. You can also research by name and location to find people. Then click to the list of your friends to find people you know. It will amaze you how quickly your prospect list grows. Now be sure to keep your page in family oriented. All right? Family oriented and represents your personal life, not your business life. And it is okay to share business posts on the wall, but only to a maximum of 1 to 2 posts a week. So not to alienate anyone. Okay, we will show you how to approach people that you have become reacquainted with through social media later in this chapter. Development of the new project. Okay, you can also do this a lot. Okay, can develop other people also, other prospects. It is very important to continue to build your prospect list by constantly adding new people. You will meet these new people through a variety of ways, including a personal contact, referrals, online and social media. Be sure to follow the tips and guidelines below to maximize your prospecting effort. Now, for your personal contact, there are always opportunities to meet new people to add to your prospect list. You come across people when you are out doing your normal daily activities. I mean to say you're out. You are not in the house just watching Netflix, Hulu, okay, Disney, and a lot more. Some of these people will be candidates for your business, and others can become referral sources. Okay, they can become a referral sources for you. The key to meeting new prospect is to be natural and not to say too much. Okay, not to say too much, because if you start to say too much, man, they will be overwhelmed. Okay, they will be overwhelmed with that. Okay, so all right, so remember, when you meet someone, keep in mind the basic recruiting principles and never to say too much. The goal is to get the person to attend a private business reception, we call PBR, presentation on webinar, or at the very least, view a recorded business opportunity meeting. Now, I don't want you also to be a competitive of the friend. What do you mean by that? Usually, when you meet somebody and you ask them, how's your family? Very, very good. I see. How many kids do you have? Then this new acquaintance of yours will tell, I have 3 kids. Suddenly, you will tell to them, me, I have 5. How old is your eldest? 17. Mine is 21. You start to compete. No, no, no. Don't do that. Don't do that. They will run away from you. All you have to do is learn how to ask. Just ask. How's your family? How's your everything? Okay? Learn how to ask, because it is by asking them you will know more of them. And this is why we use the form method. The form method is an easy to remember method to help you turn strangers into friends. Each letter stands for a different topic you can use to start an easy conversation. F stands for family. Ask about their family and tell them a little about yours. As long as they don't ask about yours, don't give information. Just ask about them. Ask about their family. O stands for occupation, as what they do for a living. R stands for recreation, as what he or she does for fun and discuss shared interests. M stands for message. Here, you have to be really quick on this. Leave them with a brief message that creates curiosity and would make them want to see the BOP. With the form method, you can find something in common with just about every person you meet. The goal is to make a good first impression and to get their contact information. See that? So that's how the form is. You have to ask. You don't need to give them your information. Just ask about them. So they'll be comfortable with you because people would like to tell them about themselves. That's why it's very easy to get prospects as long as you use your two ears. That's why in the Bible says, quick to listen, slow to talk. That's why we have two ears and one mouth. Just imagine if Jocelyn has two mouths. Oh my gosh, and one ear. Man, there will be a battle in the house, right? So that's why we have to learn how to listen this time, how to listen, the power of listening. I'd like to share to you also the power of friendship farming. You can also expand your warm market by using friendship farming. This is a great technique to use in the spare moments that you have throughout your day to meet new people. The key is just to be natural, as you would be if you're shopping or just passing time. Okay? Keys to friendship farming. Remember, it is win friends, then influence people. It's not the other way around. Don't ever try and approach them about the business when you first meet them. Don't be like that, okay? Just be natural, and they will learn from you, and they will know later on. Be a friend to them, okay? Be a friend to them, not be a salesman to them, but be a friend to them. Okay? Now understand and leverage the power of the law of averages and the law of high numbers. Don't forget that people need our opportunity to either make a serious second income or to make a career change. So you meeting a new person and then later sharing the e-power story could be a life-changing experience for them. And that's one of the best way how you can share e-power. And how friendship farming works, okay? First, on a retail store and small business, the best time are between 9:30 and 11:45, between 1:15 and 5 p.m. when most business are in the least busy, or what we call a slumber time. I'll just walk into the business and start looking around. The person in the store will usually ask, "Can I help you?" Have you noticed that? No, just tell them, "No, no, thank you. I have an appointment nearby and arrive a little early. I'm just killing a few minutes until it's time." This is a nice store. Are you the owner? The person usually isn't, but wishes she were. And thus, this question usually gets her talking. Then use the form method. Remember, family, occupation, recreation, the message. All right, this method to get a casual conversation going while you are still browsing. Questions such as, have you worked here long? Do you live close by? Okay. How long have you been working here? And what's your time schedule? What time do you open? What time do you close? All things, questions and questions, just to let him or her be relaxed. Now stay there no longer than 3 to 5 minutes. Don't talk about the business. Our purpose is just to get their contact information. Remember that. As you leave, ask if they have a business card so you can remember their name and number and where this store is. If she does not have a business card, ask for their name and write it down with the name of the store. On write it down with the name of the store. That's why it's so important for you to have a small notebook or small pad with you always. You're a business person. You have to be ready. They might not have business card. Yet if you have a paper and a pen, you can write it down. All right, write down their name and put some marker. For example, this is the store. The store is the name of the store is Twinkle Bell. Twinkle Bell, and try to remember a thing about her. Okay, probably if she's wearing something like a Mickey Mouse shirt, so that when you call back, hey, how's your Mickey Mouse shirt? Oh, you remember that? Of course, you remember it because you have written it, right? All right, you can do that. All right, and they will be shocked. Oh my gosh, he remembers me. Of course, you wrote it down. Duh, right? The friendship of farming follow up. Follow up is one of the most important thing in life. Call them back in 2 days on the phone at their place of business or on their mobile if you have it. Call him back the next day will appear too anxious. Relax. Hold on, Batman. Don't be in a hurry. Waiting for 3 days to call is also too long, and the person may not remember it. Just say, "Hello, Tony. This is uh, this is uh, this is Joe. I am not sure if you remember me, but I was in your store the other day, and we talked about your Mickey Mouse T-shirt. Remember that? What you're wearing? Oh, you still remember that? Yeah." Then you become relaxed because that thing will ignite back in his memory cell. Simple things like that, okay, can help a lot. So that can help a lot too. Okay. Now
Is that where's that?
the
I
burrito will come soon. Okay. Give us the burrito when we are done. We can eat the burrito together. Listen, the reason I'm calling is because I'm working with a fast growing company. This time, because you already have his attention, you can go on. And this is a very good one because keep it short and simple. We have a fast growing company that's expanding in this area, and we're looking for people who have interest in making a serious second income or a possible career change. Now, I don't like running ads or posting positions online because you never know who is going to respond. But you seem like a type of a person we're looking for. I would like to text you of a link or a brief video so you can see it. You can check it out. And if you have an interest, then okay, we can work it out. Worst come, you may know someone sharp like you who may be interested. What is the best number to text this to you? So right now you're having asking for a commitment for you to look and check on the link that you're going to send. Then send the contact message found later in this chapter. Once the message is sent, contact them and follow the system from there. It's so easy. Everything is given to you. The possibility projection from friendship farming. If you spend 4 to 6 hours friendship farming, you can usually pick up to 40 to 50 business cards and names. Okay. So even though when you go on the mall on the Sunday or Saturday, make it the best time. Get a business card, ask for their names. Okay. Using a very low average success. The success rate of 40 to 50 calls should yield 20 to 30 people. That will allow you to send them the link to the video. You can then expect using a low average again to have 7 to 10 of those people attend a private business program or to see the business opportunity meeting, whether it be on one-on-one, group, virtual, or recorded one. And if one of the 7 to 10 who see the presentation joins, which would be a very low average. This would mean using very low average that you would get one new person recruit for every 4 to 6 hours you spend friendship farming. If you do this 5 days a week for 4 weeks, then you will have 20-person recruits in 1 month. Now imagine 20-person and then you teach them, they duplicate it. That will become about 400 in a month. That's how the power of average is. Many people will have better results than this. But this shows you that even if you're not the best at friendship farming, you can use the law of averages and the law of high numbers to add new leaders to your team. It also shows that there is no excuse for not knowing and finding people that you can recruit in this business. Overcoming questions. Of course, when you do this, there's always a question. People would like to do that. Okay. Some people ask, what do you do? You must be careful with your response as to say too much, not to say too much, and at the same time, not come across elusive. For example, somebody asks, what will you do? You tell them we show people how to make and save more money. I don't have time to get into the details right now, but if you like to know more, I would be glad to share it to you. Very simple. Okay. Usually, when I was asked, what do you do? I usually tell them, just for the fun of it, I help to become people rich and famous. I tell them that I help to become. My work is I help people to become rich, to have a lot of money. And they say, really? Well, I cannot tell you more about it because I have a meeting going on in about a minute. I'm just passing by. All right. Can I have a card of yours and then we can exchange cards? Just very simple. And this one, I like this one. We show people how to make and save more money. Imagine who doesn't want that sign? And then you cut it for short. I don't have time to get into all the details right now. But if you like to know more, I will be glad, okay, to send you an email that will explain it to you. What is the best number to send or to the text? Now, don't go into further details. You don't want to give too much away the point. Okay? Keep it short and simple. Keep them always, okay? Keep them always in the verge of knowing what it is, the suspense, the thrill. Now, using your warm market referrals. Using warm market referrals is another way to add more names to your prospect list. These referrals come from people who you have already met and have a relationship of some kind with them. Okay, so you already have into what they called on the stages of relationship. These are already your friends. This is not just like your acquaintance. Okay, the importance of getting referrals is that you will run across people while building your business who are not interested now, but can still be a great source of warm market referrals. See that? What am I telling you? Most of the leaders that we have right now come from a referral. Really? Okay? Come from, oh, I know this guy. You might like it. I'm not into it. And then you contact that guy and he becomes successful. So, who are the best referral sources? That's your natural market, your clients, your acquaintances, your business colleagues, your co workers. The only way to ever get referrals is to ask for them. They will not give it to you freely. You have to ask for it. Okay? Keep in mind, you may want to ask more than once, while sometimes a person may not know of someone who could use your service right away. They might be in the near future. So don't stop asking referrals. Don't stop asking referrals. Okay? A great time to get referrals is after the initial contact has been made. If the prospect is not interested in attending a presentation or exploring the options of becoming a customer, then they can still be a great referral source. Remember that. Okay. Now always thank them for their time. You tell them, I appreciate how you feel, but let me ask you a quick question. I found my best new associate came through referrals from quality people like you. You lift them up. Who do you know that may be interested in getting involved in a new business venture or a possible career change? So they become someone like, okay, I know this guy. I know this guy. They start to talk. They start to talk. Okay. So that's a good one way also. Okay. You have to tee them up. Okay. Make sure that they're the one who are the heroes of your story. So they will start to give you the perfect referral. Right. Now, getting referrals after a business presentation is very important. So it's not only after you decided or share the business presentation that it stops there. If the prospect has seen the BOP, whether at the office, one on one, online, and is not interested in signing up, there's still a great chance to get referrals. Remember that. Here's a sample script. I appreciate getting to meet with you today. As you can tell, ePower Financial is committed to helping people achieve a better financial future. Okay. So I have built my business on referrals from quality people like you. Would you be kind enough to write down the names of a few people who you think might benefit from what ePower has to offer? Very sincere one. Okay. Now, getting referrals after the client presentation. The client presentation is one of the best times to get referrals. Once prospects have seen the power of ePower Financial, and how it can help people achieve financial independence, they realize that this is a concept everyone needs to learn about, and they will have an open heart for that. As you can tell, these concepts, this is your script, will have a dramatic impact on your finances and help you create a better future for you and your family. Now, who do you know that at least needs to have a chance to hear about what we do so they can have the same opportunity to learn about it as you did? See that? Now, always there'll be an objection. Here are some of the common objections you may get when asking for referrals. Some people feel a little bit uncomfortable because they feel they may upset their friends and relatives by giving their names as a referral. This objection comes from people who have dealt with overly aggressive salespeople in the past. It is important for you to let them know upfront that you will not pressure anyone, that you will not pressure anyone. Remember, this is their friends. They're afraid to lose their friends. They're afraid that when they meet their friends in the party, they'll be confronted because you were pressuring them. Make sure they know that you will treat them with the same respect you gave to them, and that all you do is give them the information so they can make up their mind. No pressure. Some people will try to rule out certain people to refer by making their own prejudgments. It is important that you remind them that e-power, that what we have is a broad appeal for anyone, not only for one, but for anyone who wants to get his or her financial house in order. It is important to tell your clients not to prejudge for anyone, but let each person decide whether or not they want to hear about e-power. Some people may say they can think of anyone. It's possible that they cannot think of anyone at that moment. But people know more people than they realize. This is where e-power memory jogger can be used to help them refresh their memories. You can ask them, do you know somebody who's working at the hotel, who's working at the pizza parlor, at a restaurant? Okay, who's your friends? Who's your neighbor? Who was your bridesmaid? Then they start to name names. You have to guide them. You just don't have to wait for them. Your role is to guide. Okay. Once you master overcoming objections, you will truly have a successful turnkey. This method of getting referrals at each step to help build your e-power business. Okay. Now, contacting the new referrals. You can contact referrals by phone or text message. Both methods are very, very effective. Okay. Here's some example for that. You say hello. Okay. You can tell them, right? Hello, June. I'm a friend of the person that referred to, a person of Jocelyn, and I recently shared a concept with them that they were really excited about. They like what we are doing to help families build a better plan for their future and were kind enough to mention that you might be interested in hearing about this as well. There are two ways that work to share this information with you. I can either set an appointment to come by and see you in your home, or we have a group presentation on Tuesday night at 7:30. Which of these two ways works best for you? Always give them a chance to decide which they would like to have. Don't push them. Don't push them. Don't tell them, I have to see you. When can I see you? I can share. Always make them sure that they decide the choice that they would like to have. Set a time for the appointment and or give the referral directions, the location of the group presentation. Now, if he or she doesn't commit to meeting, you can invite them to a webinar, or at the very least, send a link to the online presentation. On a text message, you can also send this like, Dear Tony, I am a friend of Joseph. Right? Very simple. This is just a text. You don't need even to talk to them. Okay? Don't even need to talk to them. Just tell them recently shared a concept with them and they were really excited about. They really like what we are doing to help families build a better financial plan for the future. And we're kind enough to mention that you might be interested in hearing more about it too. There are two ways that work best to share this information with you. I can either set an appointment to come by and see you at your home, or we have a group presentation on Tuesday night at 7:30. Which of these two ways works best for you? I look forward in hearing back. And then you put your name. If the person replies and doesn't commit to a meeting, you can invite him to a webinar, or at the very least, send him a link to the introductory video or the full BOP video. Okay. Now, prospect list conclusion, relationship are the key. All the methods outlined in this step will enable you to consistently maintain a large prospect list that will always have quality prospect to contact about the opportunity of the products. Opportunity and the products. These people aren't just names on the list. These are people and families who have relationship and trust with the people you know or were referred to. These relationships are the key to building a quality pool of prospects to contact with. So show them how you respect them. It's not just who you know. Remember that. Remember, it is not just who you know, but who others know that will make you a great prospector. Get into the habit of always asking people, who do you know that may be interested in making extra money? Or who do you know that would like to have their financial plan reviewed? You will soon realize that every person you know or come in contact with can lead you to as many as other quality, these people that you would have never otherwise met. So, our challenge to you right now, we challenge you to master the techniques in this chapter to ensure that you and your leaders have a constant supply of good quality prospects to contact and present to. Always remember that working a warm market system is the key to building a successful business that you can duplicate throughout your organization. We are done with the first step. And before I end up, I would like to add up also that once you do the face to face thing, that you have a one on one presentation, I would like you to remember this keyword, the MTS. Let me repeat that MTS. M starts for mirroring. If you're talking to somebody, I want you to mirror him or her, meaning to say, if she talks and then she laid back, all you have to do is also do that. If she move forward, mirror her. Move forward also slowly. Don't move forward so abruptly. Okay, don't do that. She will be shocked or he will be shocked. Just very slow. And while talking, the person crosses his hands, then do that too. That's what you call mirroring. That's number one. Then tonality. Be observant of the tone that he is using, because that is what is he would love to hear, that tone. So if his tone is a little bit low, like when he said things like, "Oh, coming here really, there's a lot of traffic," and you can also follow that tonality. "Oh yes, I did have a lot of traffic too." See that? Using tonality. Okay. And also the speed. The S stands for the speed. If he talks fast, you have to talk a little bit fast too. Okay. So what is this all about? Just imagine if you answer, this is about helping people to have extra income or change of career. You talk so slow. Man, these people will go to sleep because he wants fast. So he says, "Oh, so what is this all about?" And he said, "Well, this is about a friend of yours that referred me to you. And he said that you are the person that would like to have a change in life. And we are here to help you out." See? So mirroring, tonality, and then the speed. Try to practice that. How? With your kids or with your husband or with your wife, try to practice that and you will have fun with that. All right? Just a simple tip. Okay? Well, I hope I have shared something to you today. I will be doing the BOP on Saturday, and I hope you can invite your friends. And we are done already. And you have anything to share? We are now open for anyone that has a question or thing or would like to share anything. Okay.